Hello. So, Colour Your World, April is here. How fast has that gone? So this month what I thought was, rather than find a new technique or something like that, I thought there was enough in it because it is whimsy, magical. I have got it wrote down here. Dreams, fairy tales, playful, and it is pastel colours. I have got the Pantone colours here. I'll just do the technology thing and then I will be right with you. So I'm Emma from Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts. Colour Your World is a art, craft, inspiration thing I do every month. It's in its 3rd year. Yeah, it's just to get your mojo going, get thinking outside the box, maybe try something new, try some different colours. If you're stuck in a rut, then you can absolutely just use it as a way to get your mojo going again. Hi Donna, hi Kim. So I'll do the technology thing and then we'll get into it. I have got the colours, the Pantone colours on the iPad here to show, and I have picked out some colours which I think match quite well, but obviously you don't have to do it. You just, if you just want to use pastel pink, blue, green, yeah, go with it. It is not set in stone. It's supposed to be fun. It's not meant to be stressful or anything like that. And I can't find myself. Bear with, I'm coming. There I am. Right, let's share. Oh, let's turn me down as well. The last thing anybody wants to hear is me on surround sound. Right. I don't know how to do that, so we're not going to do that. Everything's changed so much. Hi, Sarah. So it's whimsy, magical, dreamlike with pastel colours. Yes, do what you want with it. It's your interpretation, and it's not meant to be stressful or anything like that. And I can't work this stupid thing tonight, so we're going to do it a different way. Has everybody had a nice weekend? Broken China, Victorian Velvet, mustard seed. Yes, I can't find my mustard seed. So I picked out, rather than Distress Oxide, I picked out a different ink pad, and it's like it's an oily ink pad, so it's like the Versafine Clay, that one. So just bear with 2 seconds while I do this. Honest, the change everything so much. Tell me about your weekend, please. Right, we'll do it that way, and then I can't understand why they changed so much. We'll do it this way. Honest to gosh. Right, so this is the Pantone 7633, which I think is correct, unless it's changed it. Yeah, 7633C. So it's very Victorian velvet, that one. And then we've got Pantone 116C, which is a yellow, and then Pantone 549, which is a teal blue, basically. So these are the colours. Do with that what you will. You don't have to use these colours. It is not set in stone. It's whatever you make of it. And I will show what I've picked out. What did you use, Donna? Again, I'm coming back up. Broken China. See, I picked out not Broken China. I did pick out Victorian Velvet, but I also picked out Saltwater Taffy and Tattered Rose. But these ones here in tea dye all make the best skin tone as well. So Victorian Velvet, I'm going to pop them on here just so you can see, and then you can pick and choose yourself. So that's Victorian Velvet. So it's quite close to it. And then you've got your Tattered Rose, which is lighter, and I can't speak. It's similar but lighter. and then saltwater taffy again, and they're all in the very similar. It's more pinky, but if you haven't got them all, then maybe you'll have one of them, and then your tea dye, which is going to be more pinky because I've stuck the door bit in it. And then, like I say, I picked out Mermaid Lagoon because I couldn't find my china. We'll use a purple. So this is what I'm going to use. Obviously, this isn't very pastel, but we can water it down. And I also picked Speckled Egg because I thought that might be a good one with that mixed in, but it's still there. That one more. That one maybe. So Mermaid Lagoon with that mixed in together does make it quite good thingy-majiggy. And then I picked out 2 different yellows in, it's like a Versafine Clay, but I think it's a cheap version of it. I've just picked them up. So there's that one, which is like an orangey yellow. And then this one, which is a yellow. And then I've got a little palette of watercolours there as well. So we're just going to have a play. There's never a plan when I sit down to do the Colour Your World. I'm going to leave that there like that. We're going to work on this journal page. I did get one of the Colour Create kits. So I've got the Create Collage, some of that, and then I've got the girls. And I can't remember what it's called. And I thought it's Whimsy. So this is the girls one. You get her. And you get the backing papers as well. And this one is off quite a while ago, this one. But I do love to get them back out and play. And I love her so much. And her with the hat on. And then you get this gorgeous flower as well, which is just absolutely I think that's possibly one of my favourite flowers. And then you get these papers as well. And of course, the rainbow style ones and this one. So they are, you get 2 of each. And then the Create Collage has got some quite whimsy. This isn't all of the kit, it's just some of it. You get loads of flowers in it, rainbows. You get this little quirky little girl with that quirky little pet, which it could be a dog, could be a cat, could be anything you want it to be. I don't know, it just fell out the pencil. So we're going to use her. And this skin tone here is just Distress Oxides, which work out absolutely perfect. And it is basically what I used was Victorian Velvet, Tattered Rose, and a little Saltwater Taffy, and it makes the perfect skin tone. And they're just on here already. So the Victorian Velvet is that one. The Tattered Rose I popped up here, and then the Saltwater Taffy, I didn't use that one, I used tea dye, sorry. We'll go there. But I think the Saltwater Taffy or the Victorian Velvet will work perfect together. So they're the 4 for skin tones. Hi, Stephanie. It's just told you, has it? That's so rude. So hi, Val. Hi, Jane. Hi, anybody else that's come in. I've missed you because I've been waffling away. But we'll work on this one because I've already coloured her hair yellow. And I'll just show you how I do the skin tones with the Distress Oxide. I did a live a while back doing skin tones with acrylics, Distress Oxides and watercolours. And this one just works out perfect. And I mean, really, tea dye and your Tattered Rose would be perfect, just them 2. But the Tattered Rose and the Saltwater Taffy make a lovely blusher. So I'm just going to take the tea dye and, come on Emma, the Tattered Rose and mix them together. And that there gives you a perfect base. And they go on really smooth. It's just the nature of the beast with Distress Oxides. They give a much smoother finish. Just like using gouache as well. They give it like a chalky smooth finish. Yeah. Waffle. I'll just pop that down. I'm just going to pop a little bit pink in her cheeks just to bring it to life. And that should dry down pretty smooth. And you can always go over it again if you need to. There we go. I mean, skin tone's pretty perfect. And we're going to use this one because this one's already dry, so I can add more detail to it. But I think I'm going to use this for a hair, which is the peacock feathers and the speckled egg together. So I'm just going to use a palette here to do it. So is anybody enjoying Colour Your World? Is everybody still playing along? Should we do it again? Well, I know it's only April, but should I be thinking about next year already? Oh, we're going to give her blue hair because the theme is whimsy, magical, dreamlike. And other than this, I've no further with the plan. So we'll see what happens and what comes together. Love Colour. I'm so pleased. Hi, Maureen. Maureen, I've been meaning to message you for about 3 days. I hope you're all right. How's your back? So, as everybody knows, I've been waffling about it for like a year since I got the first letter. My house is rented and apparently I'm getting a new kitchen, rewired, new bathroom and everything this year. And I've been trying to declutter for so long and I eventually started. But I've still got the Room of Doom to do. So, it was my birthday last week. And what I've done is I have purchased a shed. So I could keep everything. It's a bigger shed. So I can keep everything I want to. I don't have to get rid of the furniture that's waiting to be painted. I don't have to get rid of stuff which I've collected since I was 12. So, yes. So I'm very happy. Very, very happy. I don't think Grump's very happy because he's the one that's going to have to put the shed together for us. But you'll get over it. So I've got a shed sat in my hall now just waiting to be put together. But it means that I don't have to rush through everything as well. I can do it bit by bit. So, yes. So there she is anyway. Oh, that's fabulous. I'm so pleased. So, so pleased. So I have getting blue in her face there, but that's fine because I'm just going to make it into a shadow. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this, what's it called? Saltwater taffy. And I'm going to give her some lips and things like that with it. What else you can do though is use makeup or soft pastels to do the girls' faces, give them blusher and things, and it turns into like a art journal girls' world or a art piece girls' world. So I'm just using the same blue for our eyes. I do love these girls so much. And then we'll just pop it to one side to dry because I think we need some flowers as well. But what I'm going to do with the flowers is, because I don't want too many, I am going to just grab them, try and grab them without pulling everything down because I put them up here. Not heard of that. Thank you. I saw distressing. Wow. Dear Stephanie. Yeah, well, it's not going to be a shed that I can go in. It is a metal shed. But what I want to do is I want to turn the Room of Doom into like a studio. So I've got everything I need. I've got a backdrop. I've got the big lights. I've got literally everything. And I just haven't had a chance, especially with getting the pups and things, to get in and like turn it into anything. But I think now we're going to be able to. So, and then I'll be able to talk to you face to face and we won't be stuck in the kitchen with me losing stuff. Yeah, she said, see, it's not going to be a one I go in. Maybe it's one day, but that day is not yet. But I'm quite happy in the dining room, which means the girls can come in. But the shed is going to be fabulous storage. And with it being a bigger one, it means I can get in and out. So all I've done with this is I've took the Versafine Clear Yellow or the oily ink pad and I've just rubbed over the top. And I actually quite like it just like that. So I think I might leave it like that, you know. I quite like it with the splodges. I might add a little bit of the orange over. Should we try it actually? So again, the colour your world is open to interpretation. It's not meant to be stressful. It's just meant to be fun. All it's meant to do is give sort of a prompt, a little nudge. I mean, the last couple of months we've done things like abstract cubism, abstract expressionism and things like that. And I thought, hey, April, I'll give a break from the different techniques and we'll stick with the fun, whimsy, magical, fairy tale, dreamlike, because you could do 50 pages alone just with that theme. And of course the pastels, which everybody's open to, like anything less than neon is pastel to me. So like I say, open interpretation. Oh, just cut these out super quick. I'm moving the paper rather than the scissors, just that way you don't end up with wonky corners and things. Hi Dominique, we can see you. Yeah, I normally pay £5 or £6.99. What website are you on, Jane? Because I'll send you links where I shop. Because I know ink pads that get going, everything's going up, which is crazy. Oh, saying that, I put some 12 by 12 coloured papers on the website, the Dove Craft, and they're gorgeous. Mine are upstairs, so I can't show you, but they're all Bonnie colours. They're just so nice. But this is also on the website, and they are stickers. They're like the pet stickers, but it is a little bit grungy, a little bit rusty, and they're all different, and they're absolutely fantastic. You get so many per, there's 24 sheets, 12 different designs, all different colours. To layer up will be absolute, I mean, I love that one. Just to layer them up. Oh, look at that blue. Will be, I mean, they just go on and on and on. So it's 12 different colours, I think, 24 sheets. So they are on the web as well. Really reasonable. So every time I find a bargain, I do try and grab it for the website, because times are hard. So that's the flower, that's the girl we've got. I do need to cut her out in the background. Now I'm going to go like this. And we'll go speckled egg. I might even throw a little bit of Mermaid Lagoon in there. And this is a watercolour journal I'm working in. I do like to work on watercolour papers as much as possible. Or multi-use paper. I can't get my words out. Right, water. Let's see what happens with this. So the kits are printed on a paper that are good for everything. So you can use alcohol inks, you can use watercolour, you can use pencils. They're not strictly a watercolour paper. They're not alcohol pen paper. They're not a pencil paper. But you can use everything. So it's good for everything, basically. Oh, did you like it, Julie? I'm so pleased it arrived. You will be going shopping again, I'm pretty sure, because when I get in that room of doom mind, there's stuff in there that I've probably got two things. I'm just looking for a bit of paper, tissue, there it is, so I can mop some of this up. And then see what happens. So I'm looking for dreamy backgrounds. We'll dry that off, and then I think we'll do some stenciling. I like that. I thought this month with the Beat Pastel was going to be really, really hard for me anyway. So when I thought about thinking of a technique as well, I thought, no, I think my brain might explode if I'm trying to do things not so bright. Oh, I did manage to get small snails on the web as well, but there's only one left. I got the colourful snail on. And there's this frog on there, and then there's another snail on, which has got the rocks in the body, and then the actual shell. I've called it magenta because it's a magenta pink colour shift. It's really cool. I think my little sister might have an eye on it, but she can get the next one. So I'm making snails, like they're going out, like I've never made so many snails in me. I didn't think snails would be that popular. I'm so pleased they are, and I'm loving making them. So thank you if anybody's got a snail. So I'm quite liking this, even though you can see the lines where the ink pad's been. And it is just a background. It's not going to be the focal point, so don't overthink the background too much. It can easily be changed, and if you really hate the background, gesso. Gesso was fantastic. Just go over it again. Or if it's not in the book or whatever, just use a different bit of paper. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, pastels. I thought with the whole theme of it, it's so much. It's such a broad spectrum. And I thought, obviously, with the pastels and things, it might just be nice just to stick to that. So let's find some stencils. This is the hard part, picking and choosing. We'll go with some blocks in the saltwater taffy. Up here. And sticking with the same colour theme as the colours I put in the background, we'll know for a fact they're all going to work perfect. Yeah. Have some of that. And whilst it's still looking a little bit iffy, it's trust the process. Trust the process. It's glowing, isn't it? It's fabulous. And I did manage to find some more glow-in-the-dark stones. They are so hard to get. When I got the first lot that I made your snail with, I got them, they were absolute bargain. And then I went looking again, and they've like quadrupled in price. I nearly fell off my seat. But I did find some more that, like, it didn't have to get a mortgage for. So I'm happy about that. I could make a glow-in-the-dark frog. Toxic frog. Oh, yeah, I'm having a lovely time with the resin, if you can't tell. I'm liking this. What are you thinking of the background so far? Did you, Maureen? I have made some more like that. I can make the ones with the, it's like the gemstone pebbles. And they're very nice. I have to agree. I'm going to go with just some ground espresso, I think, as well. But I'm going to pick a different stencil. I've got one here which is just like little crosses, and they're fabulous just for like making shapes and things. So you can, looks like you've doodled but you haven't, you've added them with a stencil, and it just adds a little bit more. Another little few up here. I do tend to really enjoy doing the like the hugs and kisses, the X's and the zeros. Yeah, Donna, I think we might need to see a video of your snail lighting up. It is UV light, so it's not just like glows in the light in the house. You've got to have it near a window to glow. But they are good. I'm enjoying everything at the minute. I feel like everything's falling into place. So I'm going to bring this yellow flower back, and I think it's going to go there. And let's just cut this girl out. She's not quite dry yet, her hair. Obviously her face is, so we can work on that. But I think I would like to put some darker blue in her hair. And again, if you want her hair shorter, you could just give her a bob. But remember to keep her neck. You kind of need her neck as well. Or else she'll just be a floating head. Oh, she looks quite cute with a bob. Obviously, we're not going to leave her like that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of the Mermaid Lagoon. Oh, no problem, Jane, lovely. It'll be on forever. Just going to add just a few low lights in there. Just because underneath in the back of your hair is always darker. And like I say, we're going for whimsical. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's quite nice just to have some different colours going through. And you can do this with pencil, you can do them with whatever your choice of medium is. You can do it with watercolours. I mean, pretty much watercolour what we're doing here, but you can do it with acrylics, you can do it with pencil. There, that's better. And I think we'll darken our blue in our eyes a little bit as well. There, isn't she dead pretty? Yeah, I would love this colour here. Right, so what I'm going to do, rather than bore the life out of you, I'm going to see if I can find the box of goodies and see if there's any flowers in there I've cut out. So these are from all the different kits that I've got, but I do think they would match in quite well. Of course, we have the big dragonflies, which I think would just be perfect in the Whimsy. So this is from the Create Collage. There's a Create Collage, then a Colour and Create Collage Colour Create kit. Basically one's pre-coloured and one is already coloured. One for you to colour in yourself if you would like to play with it. So, oh, there's so many. Have you seen my box of goodies? There's just so much in there now. And I do really love it that I can just sort of pull it out and play. Now, I know we're going a bit off piece with the pastel, but I think the dragonfly is fine. I don't know about the rainbow, but I am loving this. So, we'll build it up and see what happens. I'm just going to move it all to one side. I love that. I mean, that's so easy. It's not even colouring. I could take a little bit of the blue and see if we can get a little bit green going on these leaves. So all I'm using is the blue that was left on here of doing the stenciling. And by going over the yellow, we're getting the green. Oh, I do like that a lot. And then I'm going to use, what am I going to use? Mermaid Lagoon. So the darker blue, and we're going to edge around everything rather than using black or brown. I'm just going to try a different colour. This is the perfect opportunity to colour your world, is to try new things, try different ways of doing things. Get out your comfort zone a little bit. Now, I always tend to stick to the browns, greys, blacks when I'm outlining flowers and things. But I think, and look at that, how cute is that? I'm sure she wouldn't. I'm sure that wouldn't happen. She might even surprise you and like it. See, my hair's been pinks, purples, reds for so long now. I don't think I could get it light enough to go. Well, maybe if I left the grey come in. But to get it to go like the blue. But I've always fancied like really bright, shocking purple. But again, because I've got so much red in it, I think it would be quite hard. Right, glue. I've got a glue stick. We're using glue stick tonight. Rather than me go off hunting for glue. I keep tidying up because, again, I'm still in the kitchen, but not for long. We'll have that up there so we can see the leaves. And this is my Whimsy. This girl here is a fairy. Now, we can't see her wings, but I might add wings later because I can. And if I do, I will pop a picture up. But at the minute, this is my tail. This is our best friend here, and he is called Charlie. I don't know why. And I will carry on with this theme because I think dream catchers could fall under this bracket. I think, oh, I think we could go on forever and a day with this theme. So I am hiding her neck a little bit there because obviously I did cut her hair off and I didn't give her a top. But, oh, you know what? I had some, where's it gone? Okay, maybe it's not. I can't find it, so maybe it's that. Oh, there it is. I had some of this. Now, I wonder if, not with those, this is not going to happen, the sticky. I wonder if we could cut her out. Now, this might not work because some wings that we could just away. Yes. So I don't know what it is, like foil lace. And I found it when I was hunting for things. But the glue will hold that down. Oh, I like that. What are we thinking? Do we like it? Do we not? Have I spoiled it? What are we thinking? She's got wings now. Yeah, I would have to bleach it within an inch of its life. And the last time I put bleach on me hair, oh hi Denise, it started to fizz. And I don't know why, because I haven't got henna or anything on my hair, so I'm a little bit wary. So who knows what I'd used on my hair? Who knows? So I'm thinking, I was going to write some words, but I do have some here. And I think the Tim Holtz ones. And I think keep some room in your heart for the unimaginable. Now, I think I want to go with that. There we go. I'm more than happy with that. I'm very happy with that. We do need some white highlights, and I do have the grout pen, which I've been using, which I'll show you. It is a thick nib, but I think if I look hard enough, I might be able to find. It's called a grout reviver. And so far, I've used it so many times. And it's working an absolute treat. But I think I need a smaller nib on it. So I'm wondering if we can get grout reviver paint and then get the refillable pens ourselves. Or something. I am looking for something because I really like them and I haven't managed to break the pen yet. Because every time I find a white pen, I'm like, yes, this is the one. This is it. I haven't broke it. And then I do. But this one, so far, so good. And it's obviously permanent because you can use it in the shower. So I'm just adding highlights wherever I fancy. Because I can't stop once I start. See what I mean about it being quite thick? But you do get a little bit of wiggle room as well for it to come off or smudge it in. So I just use Posca, whatever you like. But there we go. That is my first Colour Your World pastel. No neon in sight. It is still quite bright in places, but I think it's a start for getting out the comfort zone. And I think on Tuesday we'll revisit the whole dream-like pastel-y thing again because I quite enjoyed it. The whole background, not needing sunglasses for it. But I hope you enjoyed it too. And I can't wait to see your pages. Join Emma's Happy Place Arts and Craft Facebook page group if you haven't already. There is an album in there where you can share your work every month, and there's no limit. You can make 25 or you can make one. Again, not compulsory. You can pick and choose what months you want to play along with, and it's just supposed to be fun. Thank you very much for keeping me company. I do love our crafty sessions. I feel like this is quite often the only time I get to sit and craft properly now, especially with everything that's been going on. But with that, I'm going to love you and leave you. I can't wait to see your work. I will see you Tuesday at 7 p.m. All being well, touch wood and all that jazz, because lately. But yes, have a lovely Monday. And I am going to arrange postage for all these lovely snails, and hopefully they get their new homes fast. Lots of love and bye for now. Thank you.